So when we're talking about our lines of defense, we talked about our hand fighting positioning, talked about our down blocks, now we're talking about our sprawling. So when Max shoots on me, got to get those hips back, put the weight on him, and sprawl. So as Max shoots, boom, hips go down on him, feet are back strong, really push those hips into him, covering the head. If there's one mistake I see a whole lot happening on the sprawling, it's people, they don't cover the head. So you want to sprawl with this hip in, Max's head can come up there if he knows what he's doing, and finish that shot easily. Or sometimes they'll get overzealous, they'll come to this side, and yep, his head can come up over there. So when we're talking about sprawling on somebody, the most important thing is when we're sprawling is keeping his head down facing the mat. If he can get his head coming up again, it's going to make it really, really easy for him to get to the score. So when I started working with MMA people, it was like teaching beginning wrestlers again, because most of those guys had fought, but they never wrestled. And the worst thing they did is they would always forget to control the head. So when I'm shooting, or when he's shooting and I'm sprawling, I got to constantly think about controlling the head, keeping it down facing the mat. So as I'm sprawling, if my hips aren't covering his head, my hand's covering his head. Okay? But ideally I want my hips covering. I'm going to slide back, work to my front headlock position, and out of that front headlock position, I can work all my scores. So from the feet, as he shoots on me, boom, I sprawl right there. Head's got to get covered, so I sprawl the hip in, cover right there, boom, and then I can slide back. One of the things we like to do a lot right here is block the knees, so he can't keep moving into me. Right there, so if he keeps moving into me, I'm going to keep getting pushed back. The big mistake I see there is kids are always wanting to put their hands up in the hips, okay? But when I put my hands in the hips, it stops, it does not stop his motion one bit. So I really got to have my hands down right above the knees. Then that's when I can slide back, work back to my front headlock. Another thing we like doing out of here is attacking right to the low ankle. So one thing you see, and this is an offensive problem, one thing you see kids do offensively is they sit on their heels. Okay, just see how I'm sitting on my heels right now? You see kids do that, that's a really bad habit, but Max shoots the thing like he's standing on his heels. The thing I can do is I just grab that ankle right there, boom, turn that into my score. Without ever even having to go to the front headlock, it's a really, really simple score. So when he's shooting, boom, folks, get those hips down, block the head, blocking these, sliding back, and then I can always look at grab this, or go to my front headlock position. Okay. One little variation is if Max is shooting a high crotch, okay, shooting a high crotch, obviously my hips are never going to cover his head on this one, so my hand's got to cover the head. Just like we talked about, head has always got to be going down, or we're not going to be able to stuff him. So as I sprawl right here, the hand covers the head. If Max can get his head coming up, now he gets strong again and he's going to score. So on the high crotch, boom, I sprawl, hand stuffs the head, keeps it down. I can start looking for this ankle stuff, or I can slide back. I can get to my front headlock position. So the sprawl is a good third line of defense. We got our hand position, our fighting, we got our down blocking, and we got our sprawling. One more real common mistake I want to go over on the sprawl before we wrap this up is not going straight down. So without a partner right now, and I don't even know where this got started, one thing I see is kids, they flare their hips up and really exaggerate the sprawl. So they do this number right here, you know, they're doing the foot drill and the coach says sprawl, and they do that and they jump up. Guys, that takes time to go up and then down, so the more time he has to shoot on me, the easier it is to get underneath him, right? So when I sprawl, I want my hips just going straight down, so I just drop my feet out, boom, from underneath me, and my hips get down fast, okay? So I'm not flaring my feet out, I'm just going straight down to the mat. That's gonna help make our sprawl a lot quicker